A new way to do news, focusing on useful news, and no news that gives you the blues.
Best news. I watch a little bit of everything, but I would say probably the top 5 news.
Yes, I would like to, but I don't think you watch the top 5 news.
So tonight we're doing the top five stories, and folks, I have to tell you, there's never been anything like it.
News bubble? Everyone's trapped in their own news bubble.
You're watching the top 5 news.
CNN. CNN. I wish you could just be a little more like your brother. Top 5 news.
The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is.
Got no job, no car, and you don't even watch the top 5 news.
At 5, I'm looking for a steak, some whole milk, and the top 5 news.
Traffic and weather together. Why? You have that on your phone.
Top 5 news. We respect your time.
Not much was left of our news world when the mainstream media apocalypse occurred. But on the horizon, we saw hope.
Good news, you're going to be fine. We've seen before you've just ingested a tremendous amount of fake news. I want you to watch only the top 5 news for 5 days. Give me a call if you don't feel better in a week.
Hey everyone, Joe Pelayo here with the top 5 news report for you. I got one more new Grok Imagine video you might like, and then we'll start in with the news. You know how everybody was wanting the SAVE Act to pass, something like 83% across the aisles. And, well, Senator John Thune was kind of slowing down the show, and so this Grok Imagine, it envisions, it imagines Elon Musk and Donald Trump in class, and Senator Mr. Buffoon, the teacher of the class, he's introducing the subject for the day, but the class clowns don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about something else. So here you go. See what you think. Okay, are you guys getting the sound on that? Because I'm not getting sound on my end on that one, but hopefully you got to enjoy that. All right, we're going to get into the top 5 news stories. It's so good to be back with you here. Welcome if you're tuning in live, or if you're tuning in at your convenience. Good evening. It's 5 o'clock Eastern time. That's when we usually meet you here, and I'm glad you're here. You're in for a real treat. There's 5 amazing, incredible news stories, probably the best we've ever had. But you judge for yourself. You make your own decisions here. All right. Today is Monday, March 16th. This is Joe Pelayo with the top 5 news. We give you all the news that you can use, and nothing that would give you confused or give you the blues. It's 5 stories in 5 minutes. So if you're just starting out in your career or mid-career, or if your career's in high gear, if you're just sitting in your cubicle box checking your stocks, about to say game over to the work game, I'd like to suggest a news show with a very practical name. Once you watch it, you'll never be the same. It's the top 5 news. Tonight, we bring you an Apple launch of the AirPods Max 2, the Trump pressure on Senator Thune for the SAVE Act, and the battle after one battle after another wins the best picture. Michael Jordan hitting the In-N-Out burger for celebration, and Trump demands the NATO control of the Strait of Hormuz. Coming in at number 5, Apple just dropped. I wondered what was going on when I walked by the Apple store, and there were 8 million people out there. Apple just dropped Apple AirPods Max. They're the first real new design in over 5 years, and they packed the powerful H2 chip. It's 1.5 times stronger, and noise cancellation, live speech-to-speech translation. So I can talk to you in Spanish, and you can hear me in English, except that I can't speak Spanish. So we could flip that upside down, but you get the idea. The adaptive audio lowers the volume when someone talks to you, and the lossless audio over USB-C. It's the same iconic look, new colors. It's $549. Pre-order starting on 25th of March. So 10 days. Cyborg much? The yes, it's we are becoming cyborgs. You carry your phone with you, because mine never leaves my presence. So we're all becoming cyborgs. You're going to have glasses, you're going to have a headset, and you're going to have what do you call it, a phone. And what else do you have? I bet you got some other Bluetooth that I hadn't even thought of. And you're going to have for those of you who are the e-ticket roller coaster riders, you're going to have one of the Neuralink chips in your head. I know I lost some of the audience. You're never doing that, but some of you will. Story number 4 today. I'm counting down from 5 to 1. Story number 4. President Trump's calling for Senate Majority Leader Thune to turn in his resignation, in essence, and the drumbeat's getting louder by the hour. Trump's ramping up the pressure, saying he won't sign any other bills for the Senate to pass until the Save America Act passes, the major immigration and voter ID bill. It requires that the proof of citizenship, that the person would show a driver's license in order to vote. The Senate is gearing up for a key vote on the floor this week, looking like on Thursday, 83% of Americans would like to see this happen across the board, Democrats and Republicans. Makes you kind of wonder who the 17% are that don't want to ID the voter. It just seems like kind of a no-brainer, and it is in most countries. It's already in use. All right, story number 3 today. The 2026 Oscars are in the books. Paul Thomas Anderson's film The One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio won Best Picture. Michael B. Jordan took home Best Actor for the Sinners movie, and Jessie Buckley won Best Actress for Hamnet. A big night for the bold storytelling. Story number 2 today. Right after the Oscars, the winning Best Actor, Michael B. Jordan celebrated in the only way a true Californian could. He went to this In-N-Out Burger, and the videos are showing the viral store walking in with his Oscar statue in one hand and ordering the double and double and the animal style fries and getting mobbed by fans in the store. The top story tonight, the Iran conflict is now in week 3 and dominating all of the global headlines. President Trump is demanding that NATO and China help police the Strait of Hormuz to protect the oil shipping. No volunteers yet, but he's setting up a coalition to govern the Strait of Hormuz. And we're sending 5,000 troops there, Marines and Navy, to be on the ready, no boots on the ground, suggested or discussed, but they're going to be out there and be on the ready, for better or for worse. You decide. That's week 3 of the Iran conflict. I'm going to attempt to show you now a video that was released by Central Command. We'll see if the technology cooperates with us. So let me try this, and if I lose you, I'm going to wish you a good Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. But I'm going to try and play this video, and in the event that it doesn't work, because technology always has a mind of its own, you know. If it doesn't work, you may be able to find it on my page. I posted it separately. But I'll play you a little video here because I think that it gives a little bit better coverage than most of the mainstream media gives. And there are good news, you know, outlets out there, but there are also some that don't even try. I don't want to get into names tonight, but I think, you know, if you're watching this, you probably know what I'm talking about. But let me see if I can get this to play for you, okay? Let's see here. And let me know if you're hearing the video, because I could not hear the video. I could on all the original Groks, but the newest one, I couldn't hear the video. So leave a comment if that's working or not. I'm going to try and play this video for you now. It's about a 4-minute little video that'll get you up to date. I would argue that this will get you more up to date on the war than anything else you watch. But you decide. Let's see if we can get this to go.
Hi, I'm Admiral Brad Cooper, the commander of U.S. Central Command, here to provide another update on Operation Epic Fury. First, I want to remember and honor our fallen warriors who made the ultimate sacrifice in the KC-135 refueling aircraft incident last week. We hold their memories and their families, their friends and their teammates in our prayers. Their selfless service and dedication hardens our resolve. For 16 days, we've delivered overwhelming firepower deep into Iran. This past Friday, U.S. forces executed a large-scale precision strike on Karg Island, destroying more than 90 Iranian military targets, including storage bunkers for naval mines and missiles and other military infrastructure. To date, our Air Force, Navy, and Marine Corps aviators have collectively flown more than 6,000 combat flights, demonstrating the unmatched capability of America's joint force as we maintain air superiority over Iranian skies. We continue to remain centered on our military objectives. These are well-defined and include eliminating Iran's ballistic missiles, drones, and naval threats. It's one thing to defend by striking launchers and intercepting missiles and drones, but it's another thing to eliminate the wider manufacturing apparatus behind them. And we are doing that today. We've talked about it in concept. Here's what it looks like in reality. Let me show you, for the first time, a few examples of how we are dismantling Iran's defense industrial base, which will prevent threats to the region into the future. Here you see a photo from March 1st of a naval drone storage facility located near the Strait of Hormuz. This is the same location 8 days later, completely destroyed. Next, here's a photo taken of an attack drone production factory in Tehran on March 5th. Here's that same factory 6 days later after a devastating barrage of U.S. airstrikes. And finally, the Yazdi military depot, pictured here last month. These 8 buildings are part of the IRGC's missile command infrastructure and are used to produce light and heavyweight torpedoes. Now, here's that same military depot just last week, or what's left of it. U.S. and partner strikes are doing exactly what they are intended to do, deliver on very clear military objectives to eliminate Iran's ability to project power against Americans and against its neighbors. We're also zeroed in on dismantling Iran's decades-old threat to the free flow of commerce through the Strait of Hormuz. Through a combination of air, land, and maritime capabilities, we have successfully destroyed over 100 Iranian naval vessels, and we aren't done. We will continue to rapidly deplete Iran's ability to threaten freedom of navigation in and around the Strait of Hormuz. Our progress remains steady, and we remain vigilant against the enemy. Now, a few thoughts about Iran. Over the last 2 weeks, they have launched attacks on Oman, Saudi Arabia, Israel, Jordan, Cyprus, Turkey, Azerbaijan, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Iraq, Kuwait, and Bahrain. In each of these countries, they are deliberately attacking innocent civilians. They've done this more than 300 times, which demonstrates their true nature as a global leader of terror. In just the last few days, the Iranian regime launched a reckless attack against civilian neighborhoods in Tel Aviv with cluster bombs, an inherently indiscriminate type of munition. We join countries across the region in condemning this aggression, and we stand shoulder to shoulder with our partners in bolstering our own defenses. In sum, I will reinforce what I've said before. Iran's capabilities are declining as our capabilities and advantages continue to build. And finally, I'd like to talk about the extraordinary 50,000 Americans who are deployed across the region executing this vital mission. It's long been my belief that every success we have begins and ends with our people. And today I'd like to recognize our unsung heroes, the sustainers enabling America's joint force to unleash this devastating firepower 24/7. To be clear, there's no other military on earth that does logistics like the US military, and our team is at the top of their game today. They're managing distribution networks that span thousands of miles to ensure that munitions, fuel, and supplies reach warfighters on the front line on time, every time. To all our sustainers and logisticians, thank you and keep up the great work. And to the entire Operation Epic Fury team, keep pushing, remain steady, fight to win. Thanks so much and Godspeed.
All right, I hope that was helpful for you to understand the world around you. And that's your top 5 news report for today. I'm Joe Pelayo, cheering you on, keeping you pushing, and stay informed and stay on top of the stories. And in light of the Iran conflict, take heart in God's promises of protection. Psalm 46:1. God is our refuge and strength and ever-present help in time of trouble. Have an awesome evening, everyone. Blessed night, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern Time. Good night.